I am back and with some more Fallout 4. We're on episode 51 of the Let's Play series and continuing on with the Negan playthrough. And yeah, not too long since the last recording. Well, it's technically a brand new rotation. But yeah, I've kind of been a bit on a spree today, recording some stuff. But yeah, last episode, we went to the glowing sea, I think. No, well, between the last two episodes, it was more working on the glowing sea stuff with Virgil. And we've got let me repair my there you go.
Find a place to bed down for the night.
Let's dump this shit. I don't think, like, that's the thing, I never even used the hazmat suit.
What's up?
Alright, can you move? But we've got to decide on who we're gonna use to get to the Institute. And I'm thinking the Brotherhood of Steel would probably be a good one. Because I think I have always gone for, like, the Minutemen and stuff. So it might be quite good.
Better than getting pissed is picking a fight. Am I right? So where are we off to next?
Look like you have something on your mind.
This game might crash in this scenario. Waterloo. Hang on.
I'd kill for a drink. Come to think of it, I have.
Yeah, I think my stream's okay.
Nothing's more satisfying than a smoking gun.
Like, I looked over into my app and it was like error, and I thought, oh no, it's the stream fuck, but I think it might be alright. One thing I want to do.
Hey.
Hang on, I think my TV volume. I'm not prepared today at all. He's got a load of junk. And I might take his helmet off if I can. Ah, what did I do?
You point, I shoot.
It's quiet out here. Too quiet. Oh man. I always wanted to say that.
Don't know what I grabbed off him then. Oh, the minigun. To be fair,
going on?
Hey, ready.
You alright, bro?
Anything interesting for me today?
If I give him that. No, I didn't mean like Terry cups. If I equip you with that, what's the bullet? 5mm. If I give him 5 bullets, I think I've got limited ammo, so 5mm. I'll just give him that much. He might be alright, he might be able to use that.
So, you ready to get this show on the road?
Not now.
Suit yourself.
This water's wearing me out.
Alright, that'll do. Right, so
It's hidden
I
forever.
think I'm ready.
Not if I have my say.
Just go straight to the Brotherhood and see what they want to do. Because honestly, I've been doing a lot with them, so I feel like it does make a lot of sense. Like, the only thing we did was, well, we used the railroad to sort out the passcode for the teleport. The only thing is, I would like to be able to keep the, you know, when you get Sean at the end, like the robot kid, synth kid, like, I would like to still be able to keep them, because that's kind of cool, because he kind of sends you on missions, I think. Ideally, it'd be cool to be able to take, what's the leader of the Brotherhood's position? I'd be in charge of the Brotherhood, like, that would be legit a Negan move. Like, it's almost, like, if I can, I don't know if I can get that high, like, if we can get rid of, what's his name? Proctor, is it?
By now, I'm
Elder.
sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth
I wonder if I
wasn't
can
a
become an
coincidence.
elder.
We're here because of a unique energy reading
If we get rid
recorded
of
by
this guy
Paladin
and
Dance's
overtake
recon
him.
team. According to our scribes,
That'd be actually pretty
the
cool.
reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute, and everyone responsible to accomplish this, have had our scribes meticulously. The only logical that's where we need your help.
I have a way to infiltrate the Institute using a device called a signal interceptor.
So it appears we share a common goal. I'm pleased that you've chosen to build the device with the Brotherhood. Now, indulge me for a moment by satisfying my curiosity. Tell me why you're so eager to get into the Institute.
I think they're the ones who kidnapped my son.
The Institute preys on the weak to further their own ends. Together, we'll make them pay for their crimes. I'll call ahead and brief Proctor Ingram. Report to the airport, and get to work on your project right away.
Okay. Ready, Dance?
Excuse me, Elder Maxon.
If you need assistance building the signal interceptor, there's no one better than Proctor Ingram. She'll
I
help.
wonder if I can become Elder Maxon, like be in Elder Maxon's position, like proper in charge of it all. I doubt I'll be able to do much, it'd probably just be a title, but I kinda like that ending, that idea of an ending.
Can't talk right now. Gotta clean the Mirelux scat off my boots.
Maybe the best I can become is Paladin, maybe. I don't know why I always check that. Every time I get off that helicopter, I'm pretty sure every time I check. And if anything, if we can open that up in a mission, I think then I'll be able to build up stuff and everything.
Just fixed a few power armor mods and gave them to Tegan. You might want to check them out.
Elder Maxon said you'd help me build the signal interceptor.
So, looks like you're calling the shots around here now, huh? All right, I'll bite. What does your new miracle device do?
The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out. This machine can hijack their signal and send me instead.
Teleportation? Molecular transmission via encrypted RF waves? Okay, even I have to admit, that's genius. This explains why we've been picking up anomalous energy readings all across the Commonwealth. Not to mention how they get their tin soldiers to come out of the damn walls. And this little beauty allows you to literally hijack a return signal. Instead of grabbing the intended target, it grabs you instead. Impressive.
That all sounds impressive, but can you build it?
If I can keep that flying pile of junk in the air, I can work miracles. It's difficult to make out all the details here, but I'm thinking you can get started by building a stabilized reflector platform. It's gonna take a cargo hold full of high-grade metal, but I'm sure that we have plenty of it right here at the airport.
Can you give me a list of what I'll need to build this platform?
Of course. Here's a list of everything you need to find. You're also going to need a massive power source to get the signal interceptor running.
Okay. I think I've got a bit of resources here. I don't know if I've got enough to build though. I've got some power. Right.
Ingram?
Any luck building the platform yet?
I glued a bunch of parts together and hoped for the best. Good enough?
Hey, you're the one that's gonna be standing on the thing. If it blows up, it's gonna hurt you a lot more than it'll hurt me. Here's a list of everything we'll need. Now, I know some of that might as well be in Greek, so I'll be around if you have any questions.
Can you explain how this thing is actually gonna work?
According to Virgil's notes, it takes 4 components to complete the signal interceptor. First, we need a control console to input the code sequence and process the signal. That's the easy part. Second, we have the relay dish. That's for the interceptor part of the name. It scans and grabs the proper frequency we need. Third, and the most complex, is the molecular beam emitter. This is the actual component that translates your matter into energy for transmission. You've already built the stabilized reflector platform, which concentrates and reflects the molecular beam. Oh, one last thing before I forget. It's important that all the components are wired together so all the pieces are on a single grid. Otherwise, this isn't going to work. If you need any help, I'll be over at the build site making some adjustments and calculations. I'd wish you good luck, Knight, but I think we're both going to need it.
Let's build ourselves a teleport. I'm probably smashing through it. I don't know why. Honestly, I feel like I want to get to a point where like the Brotherhood are kind of doing something. I feel like there's not much for me to do, like main story-wise with these guys. Alright, so we got this. Sticky, sticky. Sticky, sticky. Yeah. I need 20 power for that thing. Maybe got 20. That does 100 power. Science 4. But I haven't got. Am I even close to science 4? I'm close. Don't know if I'm. Yeah. So how much? Oh, actually, we only need like 2 of these. Let's save it. Alright, let's go. Well, you fucking coming to join us, are ya?
Remarkable work, Knight. The signal interceptor appears to be complete. Are you ready to put it to the test?
Thanks to me, yes.
You mean thanks to you and Proctor Ingram. You may have done the field work, but it was her know-how that enabled us to decipher Dr. Virgil's schematics. That being said, this is the first time we've attempted to directly adapt Institute technology. When we throw that switch, we don't know exactly what's gonna happen. God willing, you'll end up inside the Institute, and the mission can continue.
Nothing's gonna stop me when I'm so close to the answers I'm looking for.
Eager to get inside, huh? Good. Now, I want you to listen very carefully. Once you've entered the Institute, we expect to lose contact, so it's imperative you remember everything I'm about to tell you. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
How did the Brotherhood meet Dr. Lee?
She was part of a civilian project in the capital wasteland that the Brotherhood appropriated. It wasn't difficult to convince her to stay. That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the capital wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood and exiled herself to the Commonwealth. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
I'm surprised that the Brotherhood let her go.
Had I been in command, I wouldn't have allowed it to happen. She was a valuable asset. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
What's this project that needs her attention?
Dr. Lee previously worked on a potent weapon for the Brotherhood of Steel. We'd like her to continue where she left off. That's all I can tell you. Listen to me, Knight. I'm well aware that you're risking your life going into the Institute blind. Just keep your mind on the mission, and don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck.
I don't know why I actually saluted them. That was stupid. That's so immersive I am. Alright, let's do this. Ready?
Proctor Ingram.
I've checked and rechecked everything. I think the signal interceptor's ready to go. Are you?
Let's do this.
All right. Head up onto the platform and we'll see if I can find a signal to lock onto.
Refrain from opening fire inside the Institute. It could
Device
jeopardize
doesn't
our
work
entire
from over
mission.
there. You have to be on the platform.
You coming, Lance, or is this just me? This might be just a me thing. Good luck.
Let's see. Relays dialed in.
I'm saying good luck. I'm doing it.
Emitters warmed up. Everything looks green. Let me start scanning for the signal. Cross your fingers. I'm inputting the code now. Wow, there's a heck of a lot of interference and ghosting. It's gonna take a minute or two to lock in. By the way, this little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. I put a clever little program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds. If you place it in any terminal down there, it'll do the rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found. Well, well, looks like we have a winner. RF wave capture complete. Ramping the emitter. 60%, 80%. Emitter spiking but steady.
So one thing I forgot to
All
do
that's
is
left
use the
to throw
vertibird in the
transmit
glowing sea.
switch. Transmitting in 3, 2,
I just remembered
1.
I was talking about doing
Stay
that.
safe, soldier.
Alright.
If any harm comes to it,
Is it this one? Maybe.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss this with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Yeah, I'm on my own. Shit.
I can
think
only imagine what you've
He would have
heard.
bought some
What do you
backup, maybe.
think of us? I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Is there a prompt of where to go for Virgil? Guess we just gotta find Virgil's office or lab. So really, I can't be too hasty.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Is that really you?
Who are you?
Sean, where is everyone?
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Those bastards, they took you from me.
What's going on? Father? Father!
I'll kill them for this. All of them.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help
Busted.
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
I could kill you. Right here. Right now.
Yes. Yes, you could. And I would be powerless to stop you.
I want answers, asshole. Now.
Under the circumstances, I will forgive your vulgarity, but I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
Bullshit.
Is it? After all the things you've seen and experienced in the Commonwealth? Think about it. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
It wasn't right, what they did. Taking you from me like that.
To you, that would certainly seem true. But to the Institute, it made all the sense in the world. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking, yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Sean. It's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
Kellogg was... Let's just say he was more complex than you might think.
After what he's done, I'm surprised to hear you say that. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
But, Director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position, obviously. I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has paid off. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss, but the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
You want me to stay here? In the Institute?
Yes, that is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
God, there's a lot of dialogue today.
How can you say that? How can you be so dismissive of all those people? Everything they've done?
Because it is the simple truth. And I believe you know it too. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
I just don't know.
Just give it time. Give the Institute a chance. The Institute is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in advanced systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Oh my god, there's actually a load to do in the Institute.
Sean, about this synth.
You mean the child? It's a fascinating project, really. There are issues to be solved, of course, but we've made remarkable progress.
Why build it to look like you.
We've advanced the technology behind synths to a point where this struck me as an interesting variation. A new angle, if you will. Modeling it after myself seemed only natural, what with the Institute's records on my genetics and physiology. I'll make sure it's brought back online in the near future. You'll have an opportunity to interact with him further. But I'll admit I'm curious. As a parent looking for a child, looking for the younger version of me, what do you think? Do you think you could love him? Like you would a real boy?
This is all... it's just too much. I just don't know anymore.
I understand. You've been through quite a lot. I wouldn't claim to know everything you're feeling, but if in some small way the boy's presence can help, I hope you'll keep an open mind.
So clean. Something I like the items that are actually good. Oh. Yeah, I don't want to fill up too much. There's any slip documents. That's good, easy money. Oh wow. What are the bullets in there for? Wish I could do something with a folder. Well, if anything, I would love to be able to have some more options and like maybe keeping everyone alive.
Telling those stupid stories.
Hey, sweetie.
Hi. Isn't it wonderful here?
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thanks again.
Of course.
The Institute's a big place. It might take a while to learn where everything is.
Hey, Doc.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have
Institute's
afterward.
brought a lot of division about.
We keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
I'm not on board with anything.
No? And yet here you are, poking around. One might find that suspicious. If you're not planning on staying, I'd recommend keeping your hands to yourself. Wouldn't want to give the impression you're up to something. And consider having another talk with Sean. He really is anxious to have you with us. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities division, I'm happy to discuss it.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye, then.
So what have we got to do? We got meet the division leaders, insert networking. I don't remember where the...
It's an honor to have you here.
Oh, level up. I could get the science done now. I don't remember what the science was for though. High-tech mods. Oh, hang on, I've got to be level 41. Okay. Is there one for like making light armor, or the armor I've got right now a bit stronger? Toughness, damage resistance, lead burley. Your skeleton has been fused with an indestructible metal, reducing limb damage by 30%. On the outside, oh, that's actually crazy. Solar powered. Huh. Nerd rage. That's pretty decent. It's actually quite good.
Sir. Hello.
Local map. So that's the holotape. Power armor. Don't know what that one is.
No visible reaction to the P-14. We'll start the next trial. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be...
Dad says I'm as good as he is with computers.
Don't know. I suppose it's your job. Now hold still. There. All done. You can return to your duties, and remember to record every symptom you experience in detail.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you know what this reminds me of? In Doctor Who, I think I might need the elevator. In Peter Capaldi's series, is Missy, the Master. She had like a heaven sort of location, like bigger on the inside, like planet thing. It was weird. And I'm kind of thinking like this whole bit, like the Institute, is very similar to that.
Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other
Let's just go here. I can come back. I think I want to do the holotape first because I think that'd be easier. This is where we need to go. I was here. I just didn't put in the right fucking thing, didn't I? Load holotape. What one is it? CIT recon report? Oh, there we go. Private. Don't know which one I'm meant to do. Hang on. Insert network scanner holotape. Right, we'll head down and see what else we can get up to. I think ideally before I get into anything, I need to do the missions that are here. Like, find the proctor, which division, which one's this? Maybe if I find that woman, maybe I can talk to her a bit more. The thing, this episode's been a lot of just dialogue.
3 levels of approval. Can you believe that? 3!
Maybe talk to one of the robots.
We are honored to welcome you here. Once you've settled in, I'll want to do a physical and get a file going on you. No hurry, though.
You're the doctor here?
Everyone's a doctor here. But if you mean physician, then yes, I'm about as close as we've got to one. How about you take some time to get comfortable, learn the lay of the land and such. In the meantime, you come see me if you need to get patched up. We'll do that checkup when you're good and ready. Take care of yourself, so I don't have to.
Our technology must seem pretty advanced by your standards.
Dr. Fillmore.
Hi there.
Built with teleport,
Something
it's
I can
not that
help you
bad.
with?
I'd like to know about the people in your division.
Of course. Dr. Lawrence Higgs is our mechanical engineer. He oversees the major life support and security systems. Power distribution is Dr. Evan Watson's area of expertise, and Dr. Newton Oberly is in charge of food and housing. He coordinates with bioscience to ensure that our meals are balanced for optimal nutrition. We also make use of a number of synth units for low-priority maintenance and labor.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours.
Doctor.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
Welcome. It is so good to meet you. I truly hope you'll come to think of the Institute as your home.
The only place I want to call home was destroyed a long time ago.
I'm truly sorry. This must all be terribly difficult for you. You should know that many of us consider it a great honor to have you here. See that you do.
Report anything
Newton.
suspicious.
Good to see you. Feeling well today?
Hey.
It's an honor to meet you, sir.
Scanning. Subject.
Hope I'm allowed in here. I just run.
Always be vigilant.
Everyone's excited about the new synth project.
On the targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me. Send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
Like
If you
any
see
machine,
any suspicious
synth can
synth
malfunction. Just
report
wish
it
it didn't happen
immediately.
so often.
Doc.
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions, It's nothing personal, I assure you. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the synth retention. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered them already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I hate to break it to you, but your Courser wasn't all that tough.
Then it's likely the unit was defective. It's rare, but faults can occur from time to time. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
If you're the acting head of the SRB, who are you filling in for?
Dr. Zimmer holds that position. He's supervising the retrieval of some of the more high-profile units. In his absence, I keep things running smoothly.
Whoa.
Rumor is, Advanced Systems will be starting a new dark matter initiative soon.
I know it'll be a difficult adjustment for you, but try to remember that synths aren't.
Can't remember where the
Operating at full capacity.
I remember where Advanced Systems. They have Virgil's offices. I think it's in like an off. Like a secret area that's like been shut off from people. I think it's where all the animals are.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Hi, Doc.
Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics, and now I'm doing detailed mental comparisons.
Come on, don't bullshit me.
I didn't say it was easy, but I've been practicing at it since I was a little girl. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted to say how much I admire Father, and that it's an honor to meet you. I really hope you'll stay here with us.
Dr. Orman.
Sleep is such a waste of time. I'd rather be designing more efficient plasma emitters. Well, that was productive.
Ooh. I'll take it. I think down there. Huh? It's Dr. Lee?
Dr. Lee.
Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be here.
Actually, I was looking for you.
Me? Why?
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of Steel to find you.
You don't beat around the bush, I'll give you that. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
I'm only here with good intentions. You have my word.
You're giving me your word, even though we just met? Fine. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
Are you happy here?
You'd think being surrounded by cutting-edge laboratory equipment and some of the greatest minds the world's ever known would be enough. Only problem is the lack of transparency. I don't think we get the full story on everything that occurs down here. What does that have to do with why we're talking?
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help? Why? They seemed to have everything under control when I left.
The Brotherhood valued your presence, and we'd like you to come back.
Well, how sweet of them. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw away everything I've accomplished here?
Father trusts me, and so should you.
He trusts you because you're family. I'm not. I can't just take your word for it. I need more than that.
The Brotherhood has always been straight with you.
I am getting a bit tired of all the secrets around here. Sometimes I feel like Father isn't being straight with me. Like there are things I'm not supposed to know about. I don't like that. But still, how can I turn my back on all of this?
Your work could be instrumental in freeing the Commonwealth.
You really know how to push my buttons, don't you? You know, I never understood why the Institute was so damn selfish. All those innocent people up there, dying. And here I am surrounded by technology that could make their lives better. Yet we hide down here and insulate ourselves from everything and everyone. It's not right. It's not right. I'll make my way back to the Brotherhood. But I'm going to have to do it on my own. I can't take any chances being seen with you. Tell whoever sent you that they've just regained the services of Dr. Madison Lee. Now, for the sake of keeping up appearances, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Speaking of, I trust our discussion will remain between the two of us. Now, I need to get back to work, and I'm sure you have other things to do.
Now, how do I get...
Sleep is such a waste of time. I'd rather be designing more efficient plasma emitters.
This is day 8 of Trial 6. The last week has been very productive, but exhausting. I think we'll need a break after this. Benet has done some really marvelous work with the personality mesh. It's almost too good. The responses map almost identically to expectations, some of the most lifelike I've seen. Of course, it's not really Sean. None of his memories are in there. That, even now, would be a step too far. It's starting to have an effect on the team, I think. I know I've been caught up in the moment once or twice. Just a second or two, forgetting that he's not a real boy. Still, I think we'll need to consider restricting him to the lab only for the moment. I'm well aware that others are put off by his presence. If I were slightly more arrogant, I might consider that a sign of success.
Yeah, I don't know if it's that way though.
In case anyone didn't mention it, quiet time runs from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Yeah, that's the thing. The Institute is a massive dump of information. They don't really ease you into it much. Once you're here, you're here. You're stuck with it. Ah. I think this is where the railroad get in. Oh yeah, I think this is yeah. Where Virgil thing at. I really once I've got like the main mission sorted for them.
Have you had time to examine my latest reports on batch 274? Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations more. He's eager to get that going.
Let's talk to this guy. And we'll see.
Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now. It's remarkable that
wow, Jesus.
so long up there, don't you think?
Dr. Holdren's Synth Gorilla project is showing promising results. All this must be a little overwhelming for you.
There's still people and they're suffering.
Pardon me.
After all, how can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Doctor.
welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
I'll reserve judgment until I know more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Yeah, I can't imagine anything more exciting than fake gorillas.
Speaking only for myself, I find them fascinating. Of course, I might be a little biased. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask.
You think...
Have you
why would they want to do
join
gorillas out of anything? You think something like maybe pure chickens, pure cows, something like that where they can actually get resources from them? Gorillas? What are they good for?
It's all right.
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but I'd like to give it a try.
Great. I was hoping you'd say that. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Tell me more about those synth gorillas.
On the whole, I'd say they were a success. Their behavior does generally match what our historical data says it should be. Unfortunately, we had a few early setbacks. The creatures can become suddenly aggressive, and they're quite strong. They destroyed 2 of their synth handlers. So now we keep them in an isolated habitat where they can be safely observed.
That's what I mean. Why would they do synth? Why would they do these? I suppose it's more interesting when things kick off, but I don't know. You think the Institute would rather have something more resource friendly, like chickens, like just farmyard animals like that. That's why we have them mass grown, and I think we even like grow that sort of thing in a laboratory, don't we?
Nice.
I can't get too much. So I'm on my own here. That's what I mean. Like, I ain't really been on my own since we were in the vault at the beginning.
Yes.
Don't know how I'm pit locking this stuff anyway. Oh, this went to a shithole quick. It's a bit terrifying.
Got it.
Ah! Oh, my rifle's doing nothing.
Negative sensor read. Weapon cold.
It's an auto trainer in there. How much bullets we got? 62. That's not good. There's shotgun ammo. River, later.
I'm through.
Easy. Oh, this might be bad. I need dance. I might be able to kill him with this. Let's see.
Scanners detecting sentient life. Alert level elevated. Detected. Engaging.
Ah! I can't blow. I can't. Oh fuck! Fucking hell. Oh. Yeah, I probably need to get rid of some of my weapons. They're not even that good. That's the thing, my weapons are really bad, considering. I wonder where it all started, you know? I wonder where it all started, all this. Really, the Institute need a bit more backstory. Like this is kind of it, I guess, but it's like, why did it start? Who started it? Who created all this? Why did they want to make synths? When was the first synth? It's very Cyberman-like. Like in Doctor Who, like Cyberman and stuff like that.
That's it.
think I'm gonna get into some bad shit here. Cat meat. Some proper messed up shit.
Got it.
Pail. And guns. Really, I should wrap up soon. Just do the next episode, but really, once I've done this, maybe I will.
Terminal's gotta be somewhere.
Ties. Puts. Did not end. Rope. Com.
Nice.
There we go.
Personal record. Dr. Brian Virgil. This will likely be my last recording. My requests to shut down the FEV program have repeatedly been denied. We've learned nothing useful in the last 10 years. Why does Father insist on continuing it? If he won't see reason, then I have to take matters into my own hands. What we're doing, it's not right. It needs to stop. If anyone should find this after I'm gone, know that I never wanted to hurt anyone. Anyone. Do you understand me? I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan. And if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the coursers can find me. Everything that we've done, the lives we've taken. If there is a God, may he have mercy on us all.
This is Dr. Elliot with the official report for the Directorate from Bioscience. The date is, August 2178. I'm pleased to report that, as has been the case during my tenure, crop yields exceed expectations. In point of fact, everything down here is fine, with one notable exception. Dr. Frederick has informed me that the Directorate has pre-approved research on samples of the FEV virus, which he already has in his possession. Now, I'm not one to question the Directorate, you all know that. I don't even want to know where this came from, but, well, this is troubling. Dangerous, possibly. I will do my best to make sure risks are minimized, but I really do hope that the consequences are understood. This is Dr. Elliot reporting for the Bioscience Division, March 22-24. We just received another batch of subjects, but as my previous report stated, we're at an impasse here. More of the same won't help. The two most promising strains of FEV have been adapted to an ideal state, but we're still missing something. I am officially echoing the team's position. The most likely progress for our research on synthetic organics requires new avenues of exploration. Additional Commonwealth subjects will not help. It's the same problem across the board, exposure to too much radiation. We need someone new. There's a proposal we'll be putting forward. I am not entirely comfortable with it, but it seems the best course.
I don't think that might be it. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, I think we'll finish there for today, and then we'll continue right where we left off next time, and keep it going with the Institute. Like, this has kind of been packed, but I don't know what I want to do. I think I want to work with the Brotherhood to take it down. Like, even though there's a lot of avenues through this game now, from this point, in a way, if we make a save when we leave, or we're about to go and test some things out, or go and do the Brotherhood, or inform the Brotherhood, maybe, when we're about to do that, maybe we save it and make sure we keep that save. So that, say, in the future, maybe after we complete this current bit of playthrough, maybe we can come back later down the line and do the other routes, like with railroad, things like that. Maybe that would be a cool way to do it. But yeah, if anything, I think I'll leave it there for today. And then we'll be back in the next few days with more Grand Theft Auto 5, Assassin's Creed, and some more Fallout, as always. But if anything for today, as always, thanks for watching if you've been watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.